Today we're going to learn how to apply to a job online using JobTabs. JobTabs has some particularly advantageous features for applying to a job online. Let's get started. I'm going to fire up the search agent. I'm going to apply to an accounting job in Beverly Hills, 90210. Accounting. We'll take this senior lead business analyst. Sounds significant enough. As I tell our clientele, always select the job title because this will be filled in automatically on the Save to Job grid if you select the text. Saving the job. Okay, here's our cue that the job has been saved. Let's go down and have a look at it. All jobs, regardless of where you source them from, either the browser, a search agent, an RSS feed, will always be here in the Save Jobs node. And here we go. Senior Lead Business Analyst. This is what we highlighted. And we'll come down here. And here's the job. Okay, let's go ahead and apply to this job. One thing I always tell our clientele to do is always include the job ID, because if the employer does not have, or if the resume recipient does not have the job ID, in many cases they'll throw the job away. So it's always safe to have it. The Apply to this job button is only highlighted when the Saved Jobs node is selected and a job is highlighted. Let's go ahead and apply to this job. Again, we're going to hit the high points. We're just going to focus on top level information. We're just going to blow right through this job application. This doesn't really matter. The only value it really delivers is the means with which you can select text upon completing the job application wizard. We know we're going to be applying online, so we'll just select online. Follow up. Cover letter. Any cover letter will do, even though this is not a particularly applicable job application. We're just going to go ahead and finish up. And there you have it. Had we selected email, an email dialog would have popped up prompting us to add a resume to the cover letter template. We'll go ahead and close this cover letter template. And here is the job that we have saved. Okay, we're going to use the advanced facilities built into JobTabs to apply to this job online. I'm going to grab this border here. I'm going to move it down. We know we're applying to this job. We're going to keep it highlighted right here. When the job application is finished, the resume you selected will actually automatically show up right here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and apply to this job using the Apply Online button. And we're already members of DICE, although if you are not a member of DICE, you will be prompted to log into the site. Okay, here's a standard cover letter box. We can either paste the contents of a cover letter into this box, or we can select from a cover letter we have on our hard drive. We're going to paste the contents of our cover letter, and that's easily done by just coming here to this tab, selecting the entire contents of the cover letter, copy, paste it. If we wanted to select a resume on our hard drive, we could just as easily have come down here to our cover letter, opened it up, saved it to disk, and then referenced that file from the online application. But we're not going to do that for the sake of this demonstration. Now, in many cases, you can also paste the contents of your resume in here, but we are going to upload our resume. We haven't even picked a resume yet, but we're about to do that. Any other job applicant would have to browse to their hard drive to pick out a resume. But fortunately, because you're using JobTabs, you don't have any such encumbrance. What we're going to do is we're going to right-click this box and select the resume from the built-in resumes, from the resumes provided. And here is the familiar resume select dialog. Because we're using a JobTabs resume, we can actually use any of these formats here. We're going to go with a PDF. What's just happened is that JobTabs has saved that resume to your hard drive. It's provided a hyperlink for you to click to verify that that is exactly the resume that you want to use. It's also provided a detailed path as to exactly where the resume is kept. It also includes the file size. Many sites have a maximum file size, and it's always good to know that your resume falls within the limits dictated by the website. We also provide a file date. What's particularly advantageous about this facility is that using the options provided by JobTabs, you can have JobTabs automatically backdate your resume any number of days. Today is February 22nd. So because we have configured JobTabs to backdate all resumes 21 days, the resume that we're about to upload is backdated to February 1st, even though today is February 22nd. The purpose of this, of course, is that we don't want the recipient of the resume to believe that you tailored your resume just for this job. We want them to receive the resume, and we want it to have a last modified date sometime in the past. You could, of course, turn this option off. It is entirely at your discretion on whether or not you want to use this facility. So we'll go ahead and we'll click the hyperlink to make sure that this is indeed the resume we want to use. Okay, got it. This being the case, we're just going to browse to the location provided right here. Got to make sure this is location, and it is not in this case because we did a trial run prior to beginning this demonstration, and this is not the destination. So our destination is right here. Now you'll see that resume entitled J. Cole. Another configuration you can do with inside of JobTabs is have a standard prefix. We have a video on this, and we encourage you to go online and watch that video to see the value of a standard resume. We have configured JobTabs to use J. Cole as the standard resume prefix. This also gives the recipient of your resume that the impression that you have one and only one resume. We went ahead and we uploaded that resume. So what's happened? We have the cover letter filled in from over here. We have the resume uploaded. All we have to do now is click the send key. And it looks like Dice is trying to sell us something. We're going to pass. No, thank you. And there you have it. You have completed this job. And if you click here on the grid, you'll see that JobTabs has added the resume that you selected for this job application. At this juncture, you simply need to indicate the date that verily we applied to this job on this date. It's now going to be moved from a draft to an open job application, and we're going to move the grid up so you can see this job application in the context of all of your other job applications. So this is a really powerful facility. We have a upcoming video that describes the value of this grid and the detailed information it provides and how you can use it to maximize your job search. My name is John Coffey. Thank you very much.